Hello! And while I continue to wait for Nomad to fix their fast horses bug, I figured I would do some more The Captain is Dead as I wait for this new patch, which I can't say anything about because I am sworn to secrecy. So, I was wanting to think maybe we would go on Insane. And I will pick a random crew. Now, I'd like to have it be a random crew that doesn't include the weapons officer. Not because I have anything against the weapons officer, but because there's currently a bug with him that I don't want to exploit. That I believe they'll be fixing in a new patch, but I don't know. As I said, no comment. Let's see. That has a weapons officer. That does not. Okay. This will be a random crew on the hardest difficulty. And, yeah. Onwardly we go. I'll show the cinematic for those of you who care. Oh yes, my bird is here. Cannon. He will be commentating as well. I did a video of Fury of Dracula with my bird, who was very loud and annoying, and people complained about it, so I figured I would subject all my The Captain is Dead viewers to the same fate. So I hope you guys enjoyed bird commentary. Okay, so this was turned up a little bit. Okay, external scanners down is not great. The tactical officer getting injured in the opening salvo is incredibly common. And part of that is because there's a whole lot of things that damage the bridge and injure the crew there. And so the tactical officer has a tendency to get herself injured. Just in general and also during the opening salvo. All the shield damage is actually good because we have the tactical officer. Ooh, we got a double external scanner draw. That is very fortunate of us. And no
I'm in charge around here now.
We will want to get that computer fixed. Since the external scanners are down, we're going to want to trade for blue. But the comms are down, so we'll want to move him.
He didn't hurt me.
I think I'll move him to the cargo hold. Simply because having somebody in the cargo hold is safe. Well, it's safe to be in the cargo hold.
Don't mind if I do.
Putting him in any of these other rooms, with the exception of the infirmary, it would be a dangerous location for him. And it's a good idea to be able to
you should always have a plan
Let's
B.
see, what do I want? Move all hostile aliens to the cargo hold. So this is like an anti-boarding card. If I didn't have the soldier, I might go for this. Planned ahead is kind of hard to say that you don't want to do it. In fact, I'm just going to use it now.
Time to put the captain's plan
because it will allow me to plan ahead. This just is a good backup for if the computers go down, although we have the tactical officer, so there's not really a reason to.
Carry on.
Override available.
What is it? Internal sensors? No, I don't care about internal sensors. Well, but it might be shield damage. I wish this was more specific.
The aliens don't run this show. I do.
It's only one card, so yeah, I'll do it.
Stand by for teleportation.
So instead of teleporting... Oh, the teleporter's offline. Okay, well, instead of doing any of what I was going to say, we're going to fix the teleporter.
Alrighty then. It's back online.
So instead of teleporting the tactical officer to
this thing.
here, we're going to teleport the medic to her, so that way she can heal, fix probably the external scanners, and then maybe shields, or maybe something else. I kind of want to send him to repair the computer core, but
some faith of the heart.
I think the best thing to do is to fix the external scanners. Since we saw two cards that hurt the external scanners, it means it's unlikely that they're going to go off again. Although not impossible. Okay, and now we can plan ahead. So we know something's coming in the armory, so we don't want our soldier to get herself hurt. So we'll teleport her to the cargo hold. There's a lot of good stuff in the cargo hold to get, so actually, there's even better stuff in the Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. You want to go to the cargo hold, because in terms of action point efficiency, the items are better than the cards. The Scholar is also going to theoretically have some problems, so let's teleport her... Hold on. Who are we going to have actually fix the computers? I guess the soldier. So yeah, I should have teleported the soldier to the
Move out.
computer core. And
Certainly.
you will teleport
My
here.
atoms transferred. My spirit intact.
And of course we're doing that because people are going to spawn in there. And we don't really need to do a tech just yet.
Danger.
Sorry, my bird is being very loud. He disagrees with my strategy here. He thinks that injuries this early when you have a medical officer is not a problem. But I don't know about that. I'd still have to spend actions to teleport them to the medical officer. And,
Medivac would be a sound strategy right about now.
that's, I'm not
Stand
super
aside.
crazy about that.
A shot of hydrocortisone should help with that.
All patched up.
Tactically
Let's get back to
speaking, the
bridge.
medic is
I don't
sort
have
of
to be away from it
serving
too
the
long.
same role that, say, the
Deploying.
crewman
All
would serve
systems
here, in
nominal.
the sense that
So
damage to this
wait.
area doesn't really hurt us all that much because the medic can take care of it. And even if it's done out of turn like I just did,
On the
it's still
case.
only one action, whereas normally
For full jump course.
it's 3 actions to get healed. Teleport to the medical bay, heal for a second action, and then move back to where you actually need to be. Let's do this.
Rerouting the subsonic relay
Oh,
via
wait,
the
but the
interdimensional
computers are
polarizer.
80%.
All systems green. Gotta
I
get the computers
think
back
maybe I
online.
don't want to do that. So let's trade around some science. I guess we could go for the... Well, I'm gonna trade this
Yes.
blue to him.
Listen up. Here's what we're gonna do.
That seems
At
like
ease.
a good decision to make. And I'll give an engineering to you.
Listen up. Here's what we're gonna do.
Because these are things that need to happen regardless.
Completed. In phase.
Signing off.
To continue.
Stay frosty, people. Bye.
And repairing shields is just the most... It's the least effective action you can do in terms of furthering your goal. Trading that engineering helped. Now, when the computers are online, it's actually pretty decent, because she's also drawing cards. Specifically, the tactical officer is drawing cards, which is part of the reason the
Reporting for
tactical
duty.
officer is so good. Alright. You need to fix the computer.
Affirmative.
Computers
I
online.
think you're gonna grab
Hitting it with my
blue
rifle seems to
because
work.
That's a good idea.
This'll help.
0 action.
Yeah.
In phase. To account
As much as it would be nice to go over there and fire a torpedo and take out the alien fighter,
at 70%.
actually, I kind of want to move her. Well, no, but her getting injured is fine, because the medic can go over there and take care of her, and then he gets a free card. So, yeah, that's the thing. When you're playing with the medical officer, you actually want to get injured, if you can time it right. So, for example, she will get injured at the end of the Scholar's turn, and then the medical officer, who doesn't really have anything to do here, can go here, heal her, get a free card. And healing is a free action for the medic. So, the medical
Standing
officer,
down.
So that is actually action point plus positive. So that's a little trick you can do when you're playing with the medical officer. It doesn't always work necessarily. It depends on the turn order that the medic goes, and they make the medic go pretty early or pretty late in the turn order, so that that makes it a little harder to do. Especially
Time
on the
is a
first turn.
convincing illusion indeed.
So the question is, what do we do here? I kind of want to give her a pistol and have her go deal with the armory, because we can kill that fighter, clear this place out.
Danger.
Um,
4 unknown life forms.
Yeah. So that'll cost her 1 action to pick up the pistol, a 2nd action to move over here, and then both of her other actions to fire. So that covers
What is
that.
sentience if not tools and preparation? I am burdened with confidence. Indeed.
It's not real great to move this
Guns
much.
merely make small men feel big.
Yes, guns do that. It is a great equalizer in which small people can fight just as well as a big person. And that is what makes them so great. So that people who are
I
big...
dispel the other. Am I stronger? With aplomb.
So, yeah, that's one of the great reasons why guns are good, is so that the big and strong may not oppress.
Select the target.
Alright, let's blow this up.
Your time has ended.
It's a good idea to kill fighters
Fighter destroyed.
proactively, so they don't do as much damage.
Actions expended.
Not as
I
important
persist.
when you have the tactical officer, but
Danger.
You know.
Power grid unstable.
when you're playing on Insane, you kind of need to
Offline.
leverage your advantages as much as you can. Alright, 3 will appear in engineering. I don't think the
I'm detecting injured crew.
engineering
Step
officer
aside.
or the teleport officer will be able to
Malfunction detected.
do a
Internal
core
systems.
repair this turn.
Right.
So we don't really need to worry about defending the
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm beginning to think I can cure
clearing
a
out the
rainy
engineering
day.
bay yet.
Back in
Ooh, that's
action.
Good. So let's do some of the things that we
yes.
know we need to do.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Stand.
And then we'll just draw some cards.
Stand aside.
Ooh, should I repair this? Yeah, let's do it.
Internal sensors online.
I'm a doctor, not a mechanic.
Okay, I'm actually gonna grab a
Cortical
science.
activity increasing.
Actions remaining. In
Engineering
phase.
intruders, that's
To
fine. And then
countenance
torpedoes going offline. Yeah, oh, we'll be able to cancel that.
My
with
work
the,
here is done. Just try to
Admiral.
stay out of trouble, okay?
Available. Activate countermeasures. to
No,
evade
no.
damage.
See, this is basically spending 3 actions to kill 3 guys, and the soldier can kill 3 guys first. 2 if we're counting her moving to the space. So that would not be action point efficient. And this will be able to cancel. Stopping the teleporter from breaking is always a good idea.
What's the
I'd
situation?
like
Report.
to get that engineering
A good plan
discount.
today is better than a perfect plan.
Ooh,
tomorrow.
tactical discount could also be good. And I don't need the security force because I have the soldiers, so yeah.
I
just
always
need to
expect
remember to
the
use it. I
unexpected
have a tendency
and
to
plan
forget these
accordingly.
things. Fire when ready, I think, is better than beam me up.
Completed.
Being able to fire out of turn to say take out a enemy that's or like a ship that came at an annoying time can tend to be really good.
Carry on.
But again, we're not getting any repairs done, which is not good. When you're playing on Insane, you need to be repairing constantly. Just because it's
The
you got to
aliens
do
don't run this show.
9 repairs to win, and that's a lot of cards. If you're playing with a telepath, you can cheese it, but I already showed that on this channel. I think this might go through, which is not the end of.
You can't stress the system too much, or she'll blow.
Okay, so I think we'll move and pick up a bunch of these because I know we
Let's have a
need it. So this is really good. Obviously, we need both of these.
I'll take that.
Then we can give the science to. Goodness, who do we want to have be our science person? I guess the doctor can do it. Yeah, that makes
Right.
sense.
Check your spotter.
Yeah.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Now, what teleporting needs to happen? I guess. Well, it'd be best to move her
Very expensive.
Move out.
because she can kill with the turret anyway. And we're not using this on him. What is our other one? Always want to check these, see what they are.
Depleted.
Where is she at?
To activate
She's where she needs to be.
maneuver.
And she's where she needs to be. I'm just trying to decide if letting the teleporter break will mess up my plans at all. And I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
Aye, that'll do for now.
Comms going offline will be a little bad.
Power grid unstable. System overload.
So we might fire a torpedo to delay that, but I think I'll save it. Oh, the alien fighter. We'll want to get rid of that.
Time to deploy me.
So So this always gets a little tricky
Right
because it
there.
depends on what she draws here in determining how we want to proceed. So let's see what
Yeah,
she'll
shield
draw.
repair is kind of my thing. You're welcome.
Okay, so we could start
These should
trading
help.
some of these.
Who needs what?
I'm a little bit of a fan of that. She could trade for 2 blues if we wanted to cancel the comm overload. I think I might do that. I like keeping the... Yeah, we need the comms up for her. Yeah, this seems like it's not very efficient
Listen up.
to an extent. It
Here's
isn't.
what we're gonna do. This will be more effective.
But I
in the hands
really
of
don't want comms going down, and I don't want her getting injured. Although... I guess he could go heal her, but no, I want him doing science things. So, yeah.
Signing off. Stay frosty, people.
Yeah, this is not very action point efficient. But we kind of have really good card
Bring
economy.
it on, you tentacle brain morons!
So I'm okay with going a
Try harder
little
than that.
excessive in the card payment. So yeah.
Just tell me where to shoot.
All right. So
Sir,
you
yes,
need
sir.
I'm going to tell you to shoot at engineering because it's being overwhelmed by a bunch of aliens. Okay, and I have not forgotten. We will give the engineer
Like
the
shooting
tactical
fish in a
upgrade,
barrel.
and we give her this so she can build torpedoes.
I love it
easier.
when a plan comes together.
Building torpedoes is important, especially on Insane, because you have fewer torpedoes at the beginning, and so... Insane
Roger that.
will fire and build. Yeah, let's do that. That is a
Fire in
plan
the
of which
hole.
I am a fan of. So that basically makes her turn a complete net gain of just killing the aliens.
Sir, yes, sir.
And spending one...
the more of these we have, the more I get to
one
fire.
red, but that's no problem.
Torpedo.
So we have the same number of torpedoes as when we started. We aren't drawing anything. You may wonder why I didn't blow up this fighter. Part of it is because I forgot, but also because blowing up the fighter would not... Like, we would still draw a card. And I'm not too worried about shields.
Standing
This actually
down.
keeps a card from being drawn, so we're 10 away from getting into the oranges. We're still 10 away from getting into the oranges. I want to cancel that if we can. Who is after the scholar? If
Put
it's
my mind to the task.
Okay. So he'll probably want to trade for a blue. In fact, I may give a blue here. Yeah, and that way he can cancel this from happening, because we don't want computers going offline.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to trade this.
To learn my teachings, I must first teach you how to learn.
Just what the doctor
And I'm going to
ordered.
trade this.
To learn my teachings, I must
Sorry about the
first
bird.
teach you how to learn.
He is a bird.
Cheers.
The red can go
Roger
to
that.
you.
To learn my teachings, I must first teach you
Thanks
how
for
to
the
learn.
assist.
And now she has
Inspiration.
nothing, so she can start drawing these for free. Okay.
I persist.
So if he grabs... Oh, he won't quite have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could do it if he doesn't cancel the alert. Oh, that's unfortunate. But we want to cancel the alert. For a couple reasons. One, it'd be 20% damage, and that's kind of a lot. Two, we don't want computers going down. Computers are the least efficient thing to repair because you can't use any discounts on them. And we have a
Get
bunch
out
of people
this
who
alive.
draw
the cromulent
things.
ale is on me.
Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Oh, no, I do have enough. Oh,
Stand aside.
okay.
Offline.
Of course, this isn't very action point efficient.
Looks like you're about to get a nasty concussion.
And I just realized I don't actually have any upgrades that I can think of wanting to get, except for
Right.
maybe the Auto Doctor? There's no anomalies. So do I even not want to do this yet? Like, I could get... Okay, so, like, I could get the shield modulator. Is that really the best thing to do? You know, I think I'm going to send him here, and I'm going to start working on getting the epinephrine upgrade. Yeah,
On the case.
I'm going to work
10
on getting
cc's
the
of
epinephrine
pseudocorticopropanol.
upgrade.
Just what the doctor ordered.
And because of that, I'm actually going to not punch these guys. I'm just going to send him back here. I'm going to get the Hold on, do I have the actions to have him do a repair? I don't think so.
Shield at 80%.
Oh, I could have him go to the war room.
Right there.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol.
Because,
Just
you know,
what the
it'd just be
doctor
better to have
ordered.
the soldier kill these guys. Because I need these blues to cancel the computer going offline. Teleporting him preemptively won't really get anything accomplished.
Detected. Please report to the armory.
Yeah, let's have him draw a battle plan.
Sure.
I don't usually do this, but
Stand aside.
it's he's got nothing better to do.
The chain of command is often a noose.
Yeah, it's a good one to get.
Actions expended. End.
My work here is done. Just try to stay out of trouble, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, when you have characters in when your characters are full of cards,
You'll
that's
take this ship when
it's a good problem to have. It's a
freezes
sign you're
over.
playing the game well. If people don't have any cards in their hand, that's dangerous. You need to try to be careful about that. Ooh, lots of enemies. Oh, war room. Oh, but he can heal himself, so that's fine.
All hands on deck. Stand by for action.
Canceling core intruders is
Malfunction.
is that even action point efficient?
Inspection.
I don't know. I almost want to move him and repair this, but no, it's better to try to get the
A
engineering
good plan
discount.
today is better than a perfect plan.
This is
tomorrow.
really good.
If you want to survive, you should always have a
None
plan
of
B.
those are the engineering discount. I'll get logical conclusion because it's really good.
Failed to enhance alert.
Don't go bringing me another torn rotator cuff.
Okay. Core intruders is fine. Logical. I could use the system bypass to fix the
Completed.
Carry on.
teleporter, but I
Next crew member.
don't. I'd like to save it for when I can fix two things. One thing broken, and it's really nice if you can use it to fix the computer. Although I will say, as the game goes on for long, and this is going to be a long game because we're playing on the hardest difficulty, the value of that battle plan I just drew, the system bypass, becomes less and less.
Let's get beaming.
Oh, but hold on, let me think about this. If we fix the teleporter, he can repair it twice, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This seems like a waste,
Aye, strategy. We
but
should get
it's
some.
an entire repairing of the core, and we really need to get on that.
Oh, yes. Can do.
All right. So we use this.
If only I had a cigar and a bottle of single malt.
One step closer to home.
Jump for
Marshmallows, anybody?
20%.
One step closer to
Okay,
home.
that's 2 of the 9. Just need to do
Zero
6
action
more
remaining.
times.
End failed
Wait,
to
is that right?
continue.
No, 7 more times. Him getting injured is actually fine.
Right.
But I'm gonna
Very expensive.
teleport him here.
Please report.
I hate using this thing.
Action
Yeah.
allocation.
Because that's, I mean, that's where we need
Some
him.
faith of the heart.
To encounter alert.
Okay.
That's
And that
it for
saves
now.
him from the war room. Injuries. It does cost him an action to heal himself.
Enemy is attempting to
So it's
acquire
not going to be like a free card. And if he were there... I mean, it's not where he needs to be. So, yeah. Torpedo that. We might want to cancel... Because the alternative to canceling it is moving these guys. Oh, no, I'm going to have to move
Make
them.
your next
That's
move
annoying.
be your best move.
It's going to cost, what, 2 actions? Yeah, because they're going to be injured, and they'll both take their turn before the medical officer will go. That's annoying. And I don't want to trade 3 for cards. But actually, let's see what I get here. 'cause I
Deploying.
might get some blues doing this. And that
Main
will change
deflector
what I
operating
wanna do.
within
Nope, we got
acceptable
engineering.
parameters.
So,
90%.
because of that,
Let's get these into the comm system.
Synthetic alcohol.
I'm gonna move you here.
Move out. Huh.
It's a good place for you to be.
Certainly.
And this is a good
My
place for you
atoms
to be.
transferred. My spirit intact.
Signing off. Stay frosty, people.
Warning. Power grid unstable. System overload imminent.
Okay.
Offline.
See, if I had waited, I could use the bypass to fix that as well, but, you know, it is what it is.
Reporting for duty.
Trying to think. I think we can cancel this direct hit, although I'm not entirely sure we want to. It's probably better for us to blow up the, well, no, I wouldn't be able to without the card. I kind of want to, though. Move, repair, trade the science. Yeah. Yeah, and
Sir, yes, sir.
we would actually need to do that.
Affirmative.
So we'll fix this. Because you can't use...
Hitting it with my rifle seems to work.
Wait, actually, can you? I don't think you can. You can't use fire when ready. No, you can't use fire when ready if the torpedo tube is broken. Which is one of the weaknesses
yes,
of that
sir.
card. But fixing the torpedo tube is inexpensive.
Hitting it with my rifle seems to work.
So, it'd be great if we could fire without fire then ready, but
I love it when a plan comes together.
here we actually will manual target.
Activating holographic interface.
Because that damage is going to hit us kind of regardless.
Fire
so
in the
delaying
hole!
it is not as good as reducing it, which is what shooting this guy will do. And it will reduce all further damage,
Destroyed.
in the sense that this guy will continue to give us extra damage until we
Stand
get rid of him.
aside.
I need to check your loadout.
On Insane,
Just
you
what the doctor
kind
ordered.
of
In bay.
have to
Next crew member.
get the epinephrine upgrade.
Standing down.
I mean, you don't actually have to, but
Enemy ships are charging weapons.
you kind of have to. I'm not as worried about the damage there, because again, we have the tactical officer, and you almost want to take damage. This is great, because we got that logic card.
The universe is full of death and wonder.
Taking
We're gonna
charge.
trade this.
To learn my teachings, I must first
At
teach you
ease.
how to learn. The muse strikes.
Sure.
And then we'll trade
To learn
this.
my teachings, I must first
This
teach
is
you
how
how
you
to
want to
learn.
play
Just
the
what the
scholar.
doctor ordered.
I see the truth.
It didn't hurt me.
Ooh, do I wanna? I can't. Okay.
Affirmative.
To learn my
this to you.
teachings, I must first
Thanks
teach
for
you
the
how
This
to
is
learn.
basically drawing a card
Inspiration.
every turn
To
and
learn
giving
my
it to who
teachings, I
wants
must
it.
first
It's
teach
just
you how to learn.
most. And because
Muse
every one of
strikes.
these colors needs to go to one person, I basically just spent 4 actions having every single person not having to go to the computer core and draw exactly what they wanted. It's real good. The
I
Scholar is a really
persist.
good character. And she gets a ton of discounts. I mean, I can send her to go fire torpedoes if I need to.
Graviton particle stream.
Or research stuff.
Further
I guess she's a
analysis
little redundant with the science, with the medical officer, but I mean, not really. Oh, shield damage. That's what we want to see. Because we can deal with shield damage. That is no problem. We haven't even used the
Mother
shield
of
boost
God, this
card,
mess
which
is
we will
untenable.
get.
Anomalous phenomenon.
Looks like you're about to get a nasty concussion.
Advised.
Okay,
Right.
let's get the epinephrine upgrade. This will make things real good.
You ever seen an auto surgeon malfunction? Not a pretty sight.
I wish his
No
line.
siree.
See,
Yes.
when he talks about the auto surgeon, that's fine if
pseudocorticopropanol. Stat.
he's playing,
Just what
if
the
he's
doctor
getting the auto
ordered.
surgeon upgrade. But why does he use it for every upgrade? It seems weird to me.
My
Okay,
work here is done. Just try to stay out of
I wish
trouble.
he had a
okay?
different generic line when he got an upgrade.
Silent energy signature.
Also, his line, kind of like a laser scalpel, just more dangerous at long range. I wish that was his line when he pulls out the laser rifle or the laser pistol. It's such a great line. It shouldn't just be one of his random quip lines. If you don't know, the medical officer recorded a whole bunch of lines, and he's easily,
What's the
I think,
situation?
the best
Report.
voice actor performance in the whole game.
Anomalous phenomenon.
And he had a whole bunch of extra cool
Time to put
lines
the captain's plan
that they included as just random things that he says. Do I want to do this?
I don't have time for scientific mumbo jumbo.
I do love that line for
Sure.
him, though.
I'm
Because, yeah, if you're doing science with the Admiral, it's a sign you're doing something
Just
wrong.
what the doctor
So I
ordered.
love that there's like a complaint the character will do.
The time police.
I will cancel this.
I always
next
expect the
thing.
unexpected and plan accordingly.
Beard. I'm gonna make it so eventually. I'm gonna go all the way through the deck again, so I don't really need it yet. So I'm gonna grow the beard.
A good plan today is better than a perfect
Mechanically
plan
inclined.
tomorrow.
Yes, that is what we want.
Phase to encounter next.
Carry on.
Okay.
Override.
Yeah, normally I'm not too worried about damage, but it's only one card to prevent 20% shield damage. Easy.
The aliens
easy
don't
cost.
run this
You should
show. I
almost
do.
always do the Admiral's override if you have the option to. It's just really efficient. Let's see, the blue I think I'm going to give to the soldier.
Stand by for teleportation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I think, yeah, if I trade 3 times,
Right there.
Check your spotter.
he can actually do a...
Cheers.
Oh, he'll actually have more than enough to do, because I'm going to promote
Aye,
him.
strategy.
You're the chief
You should
engineer
get some.
now. I mean, not quite, because it still costs him 2 actions. Man, the chief engineer is so... I feel like
Aye.
if I were balancing this, but since it's co-op, you
One
don't need to
step
worry
closer to home.
as much about balance as you would
Jump
with another
or
game.
power
If I were redoing it, I would say the chief engineer could use her ability like once a turn,
Kind of like
and then I think it would be more...
Only more dangerous at long range.
Yeah, that line. I wish that was his combat line. I'm gonna move you here just to get him safe, because again, the hallway. Oops, wrong button.
Oh,
the
yes.
hallways, the cargo hold, and the infirmary don't have anything that damages them, unless it's the cards which damage whoever's turn it is.
Very well.
Check your spotter.
Yeah.
Cheers.
That, and then I have a free teleport here. What should we do with it?
3 CPU recycles needed for full jump core repair.
Stand
Well,
aside.
he doesn't really need to be there.
Very
So let's
expensive to those
move
that
him here.
I hate using this thing.
See about drawing some more engineering, which is what we need to be focusing on
In
doing.
phase to encounter next. Alert.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to be very proactive about moving your people where they need to be
Aye,
when
that'll
increased
do
gravity
for
is in
now.
play, because if the teleporter goes down, suddenly it costs twice as many
Danger.
actions to move them.
Shield
So
bypass.
normally it'd be like, oh, trade for the engineering this turn, and then move him if he needs to move later. It's like, well, the teleporters might go down between now and then, and I'd rather use them now when it's only 1 action instead of later.
Orange alert.
Yeah, now some things are going to be getting bad. The teleporter's going to go offline. Do I want to let that happen? Well,
Time
it depends
to
on what she
deploy?
draws.
Me.
Oh, goodness. Yeah,
Doesn't
okay.
all that teleporting make you dizzy?
Sure, but it's not as bad as a hangover, you can.
Ooh, I kind of want to send her and build 2 torpedoes. Ooh, yeah, that could
More
be
like
good.
prime suggestion.
And then if the teleporter goes offline...
CPU recycles needed for full jump
Could
core
be.
repair.
Wow, but I really should prevent this, right? Yeah. What are my battle plans? Set of tools. We don't want to use that yet. What is this? 20% damage. Shield computers go offline. Yeah, I want to cancel that. Yeah. I
On
really
the
hate to
case.
do this.
Resupply for the win.
And I'm giving her the rifle. It's actually really important to get her a gun,
This'll give me an edge.
just because
In phase.
this right here happens all the time, and you just kind of have to
Signing off.
deal with it when
Stay
you have a
frosty,
tactical
people.
officer.
Override available.
But it means you get to hear her laser rifle line, which is one of the really good ones.
Bring it on,
The
you
voice acting in
tentacle
this
brain
game
morons.
is so good. I really
You
like it.
Try harder than that. Don't try much harder, but harder than that.
Oh yeah, she has a few variations of that line. I forget the name of the voice actress. I've heard her in a lot of stuff.
Locked and loaded.
She's really good. Okay, we have enough to prevent this
Tactical
from
officer.
happening.
Report.
Ready to initiate a tactical rendezvous between my foot and the alien's butt, sir.
Well, normally I'd fire a torpedo, but I don't actually want to because we want to cancel this. Oh, so what we're gonna do is...
I love it
the
when a
beard?
plan comes together.
Which I still wish this was renamed something, and I'm really happy they didn't do something stupid like have a character grow an actual beard when you play that card, because that would be dumb. But now that I've said that, they're gonna add it, and I will be upset. But, yeah, okay, so we'll kill these guys. Since we're not, since we're not firing a torpedo this turn, there isn't
Like
really
shooting fish in a barrel.
we kind of have a
Sir,
lot of
yes,
actions,
sir.
so yeah, we can be a little like this doesn't really need to be done, but I might as well just to you know, it'll help us a little bit.
Like
and
shooting
that's fine.
fish in a barrel.
Every action doesn't have to be the best thing ever. It's like, oh, I gained 2 actions instead of
I need
one.
to check your loadout.
It's like, come on. Now.
Cheers.
All right, so we'll build a torpedo, I think.
Roger that. The more of these we have, the more I get to fire.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually have quite a few characters who can fire torpedoes reasonably well. Should I trade for a red? I think I
With
will.
aplomb.
Yeah.
I need to check your
Because
loadout.
this again, she'll draw
Thanks for
a
the
free one.
assist.
She doesn't draw one here because that would be the dumbest thing ever if her ability worked out of turn. It doesn't. Because the designers of the game understood at least a
Standing
little bit
down.
about balance when they designed the characters.
Override available. Activate
we'll cancel
countermeasures
this.
to evade danger.
Strength through superior firepower.
And this is when blues become really, really valuable, because the cost of stopping an alert is still the same. It's 3 blues. So these really bad ones, like external scanners destroyed, yeah, we want to cancel the heck out of that. I think the
Time is a convincing illusion indeed.
ooh, okay, we'll need. To
I
be
see the
careful.
truth.
Anomalous phenomena.
Okay, so we'll trade you.
To
a
learn my
science.
teachings, I must first teach you how to learn.
Just what the doctor
Eureka.
ordered.
Do we want to get a fire torpedo?
To learn my teachings, I must
Because
first
I need to
teach
be
you how
thinking
to
about
learn.
how do I stop this
The muse strikes.
this second thing from going off. We cannot let our external scanners be destroyed. That would be a catastrophe. Casualty report. Active members location. Ooh, that's kind of annoying. The trick for dealing with this is sending them into a hallway. In fact, there's actually an achievement for doing that.
3.
But I think what I'm going to do is fire a torpedo.
For full jump core.
Yeah.
repaired.
Just because it'll be easier, because then this scanner failure will happen on the Admiral's turn, and he, it's no problem for him. So I hate to do it,
Indeed.
but this is why we built extra torpedoes.
With aplomb.
Yeah, the worst things, the hardest things that you really have to worry
Your
about
time has
in the
ended.
second half of the deck, well, the second third of the deck, the second set of alerts, the orange ones, the ones that destroy your systems.
Allocation depleted.
Those are real bad.
I persist.
So him getting injured is actually absolutely fine. So 3 appearing in the location, get him injured, no problem whatsoever.
Don't look at me. I'm just a doctor.
I think I just want you to draw cards. I don't really need you to research.
Sure.
Detected. Research.
So yeah, let's just
Cortical
grab some
activity
stuff.
increasing.
Yeah, we'll trade this orange.
Oh, yes.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Stat!
Cheers.
And then I guess I could trade for a blue, but I'm really not going to. I'm
Yes.
gonna trade this blue.
I need 10
to
cc's of
you.
pseudocortipropanol. Stat!
And yeah, having them spawn in the computer core, not a problem, because the soldier will just clean it up. And we have enough people who draw from other, like the tactical officer and the scholar. They don't even need to go into this room. So having enemies here, not a problem. We're not going to use extra set of tools yet. I think
My
I'd
work
like to
here is
use up the
done.
rest of the laser
Just try to
rifle
stay out of
before I
trouble,
do.
okay?
We've only used a few of the items.
Caution. Enemy sensors have locked onto your position.
Yeah, the soldier is really good. First I thought she was only good. She's really good. I think it would be a little more balanced if I were remaking this game for her ability to only trigger when she's uninjured. That would be a little better.
I'm in charge around here now.
In terms of balance. Okay, so we're gonna cancel this. I think we're just gonna trade the engineering and then do some.
If you want to survive, you should always have a plan B.
Ooh, natural curiosity. I'm actually gonna grab this and I'll put it on the doctor. Because that'll give him 2 science, which will make it a lot easier for him to do stuff. Security force, I don't want. Beam me up. It's kind of good. I mean, it's only okay.
Can do.
Since we
I'm
have the
commandeering your
teleporter chief,
equipment.
Cheers.
But I really don't need the kill 3 guys card. That's like just really not what I need.
Carry on.
Not when I have the soldier. It's a total godsend in some games, but not this
The
one.
aliens don't run this show. I do.
Okay, so we prevented our external scanners from blowing up. There's one of those for the external scanners, one of them for the torpedo, one of them for the comms, one of them for the teleporter, and one of them for the internal sensors. Those are the ones that can be destroyed during this phase. And the final phase is the thing that blows up the computers, which is like, wow, that's so bad. Irrational anger. Irrational anger is pretty bad in some circumstances,
Right there.
so I'm gonna prepare for that.
Free to those that
In
can afford
position.
Teleport you here. Irrational anger is like irrational fear, but in reverse. You can't do anything if somebody else is in space. We can prepare for that,
do.
though, in a way where it won't bother us.
one step closer to
Which
home.
kind of illustrates the fact that irrational fear is worse.
Jump core power
Oh,
at
I'm 1
50%.
down. Oh, that's annoying. Should I have picked up some of these then? Well, now I wish I had that card, which,
Indeed.
the one where I kill 3 guys. We're gonna need to teleport you. But before I do that, I'm gonna grab some of this.
Let's have a shufty.
Let's grab this.
I'll take that.
Just because
Aye.
it's a good item to have. And maybe he can use it to repair the shields or something. Who knows?
One step closer to home.
Jump core power at
Okay, so we'll send you somewhere.
With aplomb.
Cargo bay makes sense. No, it's got to be somewhere where there isn't somebody else. So let's actually send you to
My
the war,
atoms
'cause you can actually
transferred.
grab
My spirit
those battle
intact.
plans. Speaking of which, always check your battle plans. It's easy to forget about ones that you can use. I don't. I'm trying to think. Do I need to move him? No, the soldier will go before that happens. Oh, you can't use this scanner. It's reinstalling or repairing. Building a torpedo is not either of those things, so don't think you can do that. I think everybody's where they need to be, except you aren't really where you need
Right.
to be.
detected.
Oh yeah, you need to fix
Hate using
the.
this thing.
You need to get rid of this
Action
anomaly
allocation.
that's coming out, the irrational anger. So yeah, you'll take care of that. Everybody else will be standing still in their place. Now, I don't want the torpedoes blowing up. That would be what the kids refer to as not
That's it
very
for
cash
now.
money. So, ooh, I may have to do some
Psychotropic energy
tomfoolery.
signature detected.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fire a torpedo. Oh, wait. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I think I might not be able to do it. Yeah, this might get destroyed. Which, my bird, here's my brother
Make your
calling
next
after him.
move be your best move.
And so, let's think about this, because the torpedo is gonna go offline,
Advised.
and if the torpedo goes offline, we won't be able to use these torpedoes that we have. And by offline, I mean destroyed. Now, you can rebuild them when they've been destroyed. It takes 2 red and 4 science.
Kind of like a laser
Um,
Only more
which the
dangerous at long
doctor
range.
actually has. Ooh. Ooh, is that our
Stand aside.
solution?
Listen up. Here's what we're gonna do.
Trade you 2 reds.
Just what the
Let it
doctor
break.
ordered.
We'll probably move her out.
Anomalous phenomena.
Actually, let's,
detected.
before we do anything,
Research.
On the case.
let's do this. Because we might draw 2 blues here, and then that changes our...
Yeah, shield repair is kind of my thing.
Okay, so,
These should help. Who needs
new
what?
plan. And this is why you do that sort of
Listen up.
thing before
Here's what we're
you...
gonna do. This'll be more effective in the hands
Before
of
you do
a
something like
pro.
trade 2 tacticals to him. Although having him have this is good, because then he can just fix the thing that breaks in the future. But this is good. This
Signing
is
off.
fine. We'll cancel it.
Stay
It's not
frosty.
super efficient, but spending 3 skills is better than having to spend 4 science, 2 tactical, and 2 actions. It's just, yeah, it's a real mess. So
Bring it on, you tentacle brain
we'll do
morons!
that.
You gotta try harder than that.
I wish I had traded those 2
try
reds
much harder,
to the
but-
soldier, and technically I could have, gone back in time and fixed it, but that's kind of... It's a little, like, that's not how the game is meant to be played.
Reporting for duty.
I wish there was a way of playing where once you see information, like drawing a card from a deck, you're not allowed to go back. Sort of like how Slipway does it. You're only allowed to go back to the last set of new information that you were given. Well, we want to build a...
Sir, yes, sir!
Didn't hurt me.
That's
The more of these we
obvious.
have, the more I get to fire.
And then I think, what, do we fire a torpedo and then
Constructed.
blow up the ship? Or yeah, I want to blow this thing up. This thing that's coming.
Fire in the hole!
Because 20% extra shield damage just eats through your stuff. And since I don't have the eats through your shields, and since I don't have the modulated shield upgrade, yeah.
Danger.
Do I want to do a preventative torpedo shot?
Unknown life forms on
Ooh, that actually, I want to do this just to check.
Roger that!
Because yeah. Okay, so this should make it so that ship will still blow up.
Fire in the hole!
If it doesn't, that's a bug. Because we aren't drawing a card here. But it should make it for whenever this thing does get drawn, we blow it up.
Standing down.
So, yeah. Shield. So at the end of her turn, it should get blown up.
The universe is full of death and wonder.
So let's trade this science.
Anomalous phenomena detected.
Oh.
Research advised.
Let's trade it to
Taking
you.
charge.
You're actually next to it.
To learn my teachings, I must first
At
teach you
ease.
how to learn. Eureka!
Don't go bringing me
Yes.
another torn
We also
rotator.
need
To learn my
this.
teachings, I must first
At
teach
ease.
you how to learn.
Might draw a plan. but I don't know.
Inspiration.
Taking charge.
To learn my
This isn't really
teachings, I
efficient
must
because
first
At ease.
teach you how to
Doesn't
learn.
really need science.
I see the truth.
Ooh, do I hold on to this? Trade it?
Sir,
It'd be
yes,
good to trade
sir!
to you.
To learn my
Yeah.
teachings, I must first
For the
teach
same
you
reason
how
it's
to
good
learn.
to trade to the Admiral.
Eureka!
Red would be good
Affirmative.
to trade to you.
To learn my teachings, I must first
Thanks
teach you
for
how
the
to
assist.
learn.
Okay.
The muse
Right.
strikes.
Okay,
I
let's see if it blows
persist.
up. It should.
Warning. Enemy ship.
Like, surely it will. I think there's an achievement for firing each kind of torpedo in one turn. No! So it lets you waste the torpedo. Interesting. Alright. I'll have to check the rule book on that and see if that is correct. But yeah, that is a bug which I will have to report. But that's
Is
fine.
there a doctor in the house?
Last time I played on this thing, I used a bug to my advantage, so it's only fair that it comes around and
Sure.
To the infirmary.
beats me this time. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draw a card and go over my hand limit. Oh, it's a science. Okay.
I don't need a doctor, damn it. I'm a doctor, not a valet.
So I'll discard that. You're gonna get promoted, Mr. Medical Officer.
Time for a Hail Mary.
You are our chief science officer now. Since presumably our science officer died. All the characters you don't pick died, I guess. Or, I don't know. I mean, that's one way to look at it. Alright. Let's get
Stand
rid
aside.
of... I could actually get rid of both.
Well, how about that? It seems to respond to a tryptophan lysine distillate.
Complete.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I like holding on to what he has at the moment because this will fix a destroyed system. And I'm a fan of that. Shields cannot be repaired. That's annoying. Yeah, that would be good to get rid of. 2, 3, 4.
Battle plans available. Standing
Yeah,
by
that's gonna make it where she basically has a non-turn. So that'll be annoying. I guess you need to go draw cards. Or fix the gravity. Let's, you know what? Let's, actually, since that ship is in play that's going to be messing with us, let's get the shield modulator.
You ever seen an auto surgeon malfunction? Not a pretty sight. No siree.
I'm going to trade
Roger that.
both of my reds.
I need
to
10
you,
cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Stat!
Actually, no. What I'm going to do, since she's not going to be able to
Right
repair shields on her
I need
turn,
10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol.
this is
Stat!
the worst thing.
This'll be more
I just
effective
traded
in the
those
hands
back
of a
and forth.
pro.
That is the worst thing to do. Let's send you... I'm going to send you here.
Stand aside.
This place is going to get cleared out by the time it's your next turn.
0 actions remaining.
Okay, not using extra set of tools. I'm
My
never sure
work
how to
here
use
is
Beat Me
done.
Up when I am
Just
not
try to
playing with the
stay out of
ensign.
trouble,
Like, usually I can
okay?
only get like a couple
Danger.
of actions
Multiple
saved.
unauthorized teleport signatures. The bridge.
Yeah, it's gonna be an annoying. Internal sensors being destroyed is fine. I don't use them all that much. I mean, they're okay, but they're not like an end of the world thing
All
like
hands on
external
deck.
scanners
Stand
or
by
teleporter.
for action.
And I can't
Anomalous
use this
phenomena
thing. Oh, that's
detected.
annoying.
Research
But you know, it's
advised.
whatever. So we'll keep digging.
If you want to
So
survive,
maybe
you
we'll
should
grab
always have a plan B.
shield boost. Yeah, you can use this when power drain is in effect. I don't know if that's a bug.
A good plan
I feel like
today
I
is
feel like
better
you shouldn't
than
be
a
able to
perfect
use it.
plan tomorrow.
This. I don't need this yet. The backup system can be really good. Like you can potentially draw some good cards with it.
Phenomena detected.
I'm gonna trade this
I'm
science.
commandeering your equipment.
Just what the doctor or
Unless-
synthetic alcohol.
Actually,
To encounter next. Alert.
I think a better
Let's
idea
get
is
this
to
thing
grab
open.
this teleporter remote. Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
0 actions remaining.
Not that he's gonna use it, but it's just good to have.
Carry on.
Okay, now he'll be able to do one repair, which is better than nothing.
Warning. Shield matrix destabilizing.
Yeah, I'd like to fix this. Tactical officers are going to be happy about that. I like actually the theme on that because it's just power drain. It's like you aren't able to just create shields out of nothing. So it basically represents the fact that whatever fuel you're using to recharge your shields, you've run out of it at this point, and you now need to find like an alternate fuel source or figure out a way to replenish the fuel. And so that's what the 4 science here is representing. It's okay, you need to refill whatever it is, or figure out a way, or do sciencey things.
Certainly.
Check your spot.
Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Cheers.
This team that I was randomly assigned is pretty good in terms of
One
the
step
ability to
closer
use
to
the
Jump for power.
upgrades, the character upgrades. Usually you're only able to use like 3, but I think I have gotten all of them, and they all seem like they're really helping
More
out.
like prime suggestion.
Battle plans.
I'm gonna give this to.
Standing by to deploy.
Moving and grabbing 2 reds I'm not against. But I'm actually going to move and grab
Oh, yes.
2 sciences.
Let's have a shorty.
So that someone else can trade for these from him.
I'll take that.
Action.
And then is there any other teleporting that needs to happen? Yeah, she needs
On
to
the case.
move to...
Very expensive.
In position.
Can it?
She's going to build some torpedoes on her turn. Let's see. Active crew member. It's going to be hers. That's fine. That means she'll be injured, but
Aye, that'll do for now.
it's okay. Sensor failure. It's okay.
Caution.
Not the end of the world. Theoretically, I could rebuild it, but I really don't need to.
Son of a bitch!
Yes, apparently the concept of internal sensors breaking is the prodigy of a female dog. I can't explain to you how that's supposed to work. It's scientific mumbo-jumbo to me.
Shields up. Orange alert.
Alright, let's build some torpedoes.
Deploying.
Danger.
Don't we have robots for this kind of thing?
Enemy forces will overrun the ship in 2 phases.
Don't we have robots for this kind of thing?
Okay, 2 torpedoes.
Torpedo.
I'm happy
Instructed.
about that. Trade for another and build another.
Sir,
I think I
yes,
will do
sir.
that.
Listen up. Here's what we're gonna do. This'll
Yeah.
be more effective in the hands of a pro.
Because the soldier
Right
is
there.
going to need to fire a
Don't
torpedo,
we
take
have
care of this
robots
thing.
for this kind of
Shoot
thing?
2 locations.
Torpedo.
She'll have what? 1 more action left. So I guess I should send her back.
Anomalous phenomena
Yeah.
detected. Research.
Oh yeah, I definitely should, because here's why. Check this
On
out.
the
I
case.
move her here. The enemies are all spawned here, and then the soldier can kill them all together.
Signing off.
Sure, she'll get injured,
Stay
but I
frosty,
mean, what else is
people.
new? It's the tactical officer. She's the true red shirt of this game. She's constantly getting hurt because she hangs out on the bridge all the time, unlike the actual red shirt. Oh, I need to be careful not to lose to dudes. If I do, I'm going to be embarrassed because I have the soldier. Ooh, but yeah, I'll be fine because soldier's about to kill, I think, literally all the aliens. The passage to and from engineering being blocked will not be a problem because the
Locked and
teleporter is
loaded.
online, and we were able to beat the thing that cancels that destroys the
Affirmative.
teleporter.
Caution. Critical alert.
Yeah.
Detected.
Oh yeah, we are technically
Ship
about to lose.
Capture imminent.
Not if the soldier has anything to say about it. I like that little shield around him to represent 2. That's real clever. Clever design
Like
they
shooting
did there.
fish in a
Because
barrel.
obviously, like,
Sir,
for the
yes,
hallways, the amount of space to render figures in the hallways has got to be, like, way low. So, you know, of course, they had to have some system. I wonder what happens if we try to put 12 guys in the hallways. Can you even do that?
Like
I
shooting
don't think
fish
so.
in a barrel. Roger that.
Don't think so. Okay, we aren't going to fire a delay. We're going to fire to just blow this guy up.
Activating holographic interface. Please select the target.
Fire in the hole.
Okay. This will give us some breathing room. Because you may think you have a lot of shields. If one of these guys is out and you start taking damage, you will suddenly start realizing just how few shields you actually have. Yeah, we want to cancel this. So let's see. What do we do? Oh, she didn't get injured. Oh, it's her turn when it happens. Okay, well, I'm canceling it anyway.
Yeah, well, you ain't in the hands of one of them Mark
He's in a
I
good spot. He's in a
holograms.
good spot. I kind of want to move him here so we can start drawing some engineering cards. He's in a good spot. Do I really have nothing to do with this action? Can't trade for a red. I don't really want to move her here. I guess.
Gotta do.
I guess moving you here makes sense.
Teleporting. That's what it's all about.
I love that he
Standing
loves
down.
to teleport. That makes me happy. I mean, he is the teleporter chief.
Activate next crew member.
Okay, we'll cancel this.
Strength through superior firepower.
It's 1 card, 1 action to save 2 actions, you know, healing her and then killing all the guys in her space. But I think it's good. And that's killing all the guys in her space, assuming she's doing it, which it'll have to be 6
Put my
turns before
mind to
she's
the
able
task.
to. Alright, what do we got
see
here?
the truth.
Red, I'll take it.
To learn my teachings, I must first
Thanks
teach
for
you
the
how to
Oh,
learn.
she did get injured. I wonder why I didn't
Eureka.
notice that she was before.
Roger that.
To learn my teachings, I must first
Thanks to the
teach you how to
assist.
learn.
Dig for those oranges.
Inspiration.
Affirmative.
Wow.
To learn my teachings, I must first
Thanks for
teach
the
you how to
assist.
learn.
Okay,
The
there
moon
we go.
strikes.
Oh, yes.
To learn my teachings, I must first
Cheers.
teach you how to learn.
Malfunction detected.
I see the truth.
Sensors.
see, strange energies is fine. I'm gonna
Sir,
trade
yes,
this to you.
sir.
To learn my teachings, I must first
Thanks for
teach
the
you how to
assist.
I
learn.
wish she had more lines for trading, because like this is
Inspiration.
obviously what you want to do with the character.
I persist.
Well, but I guess not necessarily. I guess it's not like absolutely what you want to do with the character, but I don't know, maybe like one more line could be nice.
Disruption detected in engineering.
Aliens will appear at the active crew member's location. Just because the way the scholar is, you want to open up her trade
Is there a
box
doctor in the house?
lots of times. Whereas normally with trade, you open it up once and you're like, okay, I'll trade this, this, and this. So,
Please report to the infirmary.
Stand aside.
okay, let's see what card you draw. Engineering, excellent.
I don't need a doctor, damn it. I am a doctor.
Okay,
I
we'll
need
trade
10
that to
cc's of
you.
pseudocortipropanol. Stat.
I kind of want to grab that scanner and go do some repairing, but I don't know, that seems like a bit of a waste. I do need to save one action for healing her. Do I want to fix... Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, I want to fix...
Oh,
grab
yes.
both of these.
I need 10 cc's of
inventory space.
pseudocortipropanol. Stat. Just what
I
the doctor
move.
ordered.
Oh, yeah. Move and fix it. Okay, so I actually, this is a little BS, but heal yourself.
Sure.
I don't have to click it twice, but that's fine. You don't trade it to him.
I don't need a doctor, damn it. I am a doctor.
You are gonna grab both of these.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Stat. Just what the doctor ordered.
Then, oh, you know what? Now I think might be a good time to use Beam Me Up. Yeah.
Time for a Hail
I
Mary.
can't really think of a better time to use it, so I'm gonna use it here. It's gonna save me 2 actions, which is not super efficient, but you know.
Oh, yes.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Stat.
Cheers.
Okay, I'm gonna actually move
Stand
here
aside.
first. Do this heal.
Deploying.
These are all free actions, which is kind of
Take
fun.
these pills and stay out of trouble.
Ooh, engineering, excellent.
All patched up. Let's get back to the bridge.
So now I can go
Sure.
here. Trade this.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Stat.
Plans available. Standing by to deploy.
I just used a battle plan. Don't get your knickers out of a twist or whatever they say
Stand
in
aside.
places that are not the United States.
Sure.
Okay, we want to get rid of power drain. Yeah.
Well, how about that? It seems to respond to a tryptophan lysine distillate.
So do we move them around at all?
Next crew member.
Let's
Oh,
move.
yes.
Are you
Yeah.
out of your mind?
Insufficient action.
Oh, come on. This bug. Okay, I think they fixed. I don't know if they're gonna fix this, but I hope they do. I have to have one action. I shouldn't need one action to do this, but yeah, the game's being a little.
Indeed.
Game's being a little needy. I'm gonna move you
My
here. 'cause I think
atoms
that's a better place for
transferred.
you to be.
My spirit intact.
You're where you need to be. I'm fine with you being here. Because there are things that will attack Science Bay, although maybe not in this deck. This far along on the deck, so I might be being unnecessarily
Right.
cautious. But yeah, I think everyone's where they need to be. We'll fix power drain.
Well, how about that? It seems to respond to a tryptophan lysine distillate.
And we're good. And we can save the comms. Excellent. So we'll just spawn
My
some
work
enemies
here
here,
is
and
done.
that'll be fine.
Just try to
Soldier will
stay
clean
out
it
of
up.
trouble,
The
okay?
medical officer will get a card for 1 action, and yeah. Yeah, you really need to think of the medical officer as like an anti-boarding kind of character. Just because so many of the things that spawn guys injure, and the injury is sometimes a really big deal. Sometimes
What's
worse
the
than the actual
situation?
enemies.
Report.
Okay, you don't need to teleport.
Anomalous.
If you want to
Although,
survive,
you
you
can
should
use
always
teleport.
have a
Teleport's
plan
something
B.
else.
Advise.
Yeah. Alien Trap is better than the other one in this
I always
circumstance.
expect the
Yeah, we need to do
unexpected
4
and
repairs.
plan
I'm gonna grab
accordingly.
this. What do I need to trade? I should probably grab a thing. Yeah, I should grab a red.
Let's get this thing open.
In the event that I need him to fire torpedoes in the future.
Don't mind if I
this
do.
will be nice. I think teleporting.
He didn't
Yeah,
hurt
he's
me.
injured. So it should show him being injured here. But it doesn't yet. Huh. Interesting. Okay. 50% damage. I think I'll take this. Yeah, I think I'll take this shield damage. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you don't need to teleport yet. Should I use the card to get more things? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Can't say that I know. So let's just chill.
Carry on.
We'll cancel this comm failure. When I play on the phone, sometimes I get distracted and will accidentally forget to override. Ooh.
The aliens don't run this show.
What is that for?
I
don't
do.
know. There's so many medals I only have on the phone or only have on the PC that I forget what they do. Probably has to do with overrides, like a certain number of overrides in a game. Okay.
Let's get beaming.
I'm gonna do this 4 more times, which really is only
One step closer
3 more
to
times,
home.
which is really only 2 more times because we're gonna make it so at some point.
Can do.
So, battle stations. Oh, actually, yeah, let's think about this. Battle stations is going to make it where he'll have to discard cards. So, we don't really want to draw cards.
Caution.
So, what do we do? Well, that's an interesting question. Is this? 10%
like
damage,
prime
shields will
suggestion.
go off. Oh, that's no problem. Let's at least see. We'll trade it in the event that we want to.
Very nice.
Like a science. We don't need a science. Command would be nice to have. Oh, I guess I could have used this.
Battle plans available. Stand
Oh,
by to
okay.
deploy.
But let's trade the command.
Yes.
You.
At ease.
And then all we lose is the 1 science. Now, is there teleporting that needs to be done?
Continue.
I don't think so, but I kind of want to move you to here just so you can do stuff at it. What are you holding on to? A teleporter? Oh, I can use the teleporter to trade this, which I think I actually want to do. Yeah, I am going to do that.
Detecting 3.
Yeah, that costs a
what the
teleport
doctor ordered.
trading an item. So we'll take the
That's it
shield
for
damage,
now.
which is fine. That way we can use that thing that gives us 3 shields.
Warning. Enemy firepower.
In the event that we want to. We may not want to.
Shield at 60%.
Okay, we'll lose this science. That's fine. This I think we'll just let go through. Alien transport we'll want to blow up, but we have plenty of torpedoes, so that won't be a problem.
Make your next move be your best move.
Yeah, I think I will...
Anomalous phenomena
honestly,
detected. Research.
let's do a
advised.
repair. A shield
On the
repair.
case.
Now that we have the ability to.
Rerouting the subsonic relay via the interdimensional polarizer. All
Ooh,
systems
too
green.
blue.
Let's get these into the comm system. All
Do we
right.
cancel that? No! No, we don't cancel that. So, we'll hold on to those blues.
Right
I think
there.
I do this again. The card draw is just so efficient. And
Main
then I hold
deflector
on to the
operating
battle
within
plan.
acceptable parameters.
And now we trade the orange.
Can do.
Skills incoming. Listen up. Here's what we're gonna do.
Cheers.
Alright. Sounds good to me. I mean, we'll take a little bit of
Signing
shield
off.
damage here, and
Stay
then
frosty,
we'll use the
people.
card. Well, actually, I still don't think we will. I think we will save the shield repair until the end, because you actually can't do the shield repair action if you can't repair any shields. So you kind of like damage when you're playing with the tactical officer, because it's free card draw, sort of. It basically turns the bridge into the computer, which makes sense since it's the tactical officer. It's sort of like she's able to access the computer from
Just tell me where to shoot.
sort of. I mean, do I repair the?
Affirmative.
I don't think so.
Research.
I am gonna fire a torpedo just because I have so many actions, and actually, I can fire 2 torpedoes. I could be into that. Oh no! I just realized. I just remembered. If I fire 2 torpedoes, I won't be able to blow up the
Torpedo
ship.
Launched.
So you are going to.
Roger that.
I think there's some aliens you need to kill. Is that true? Probably could have gone out to see that. Yeah, let's kill these aliens. Just in case we need to do something in the science lab in the future.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
And we'll build some
Affirmative.
torpedoes.
The more of these we have, the more I get to fire.
Torpedo constructed.
The more of these we have, the more I get to fire.
Which, yeah, that makes me feel real good about our odds.
Torpedo constructed.
Okay, yeah, things are going real good. This
Standing
alien
down.
transport will get blown up before it's able to land anybody, which is really good. The alien transport essentially is a action point nerf. Not nerf, but it makes it where you have to spend an extra action every turn killing a guy, which is annoying, unless you needed to move from that space. So it's good to blow it up before it comes in. Okay.
The universe is full of
Might
death
want to
and
fire a
wonder.
torpedo here.
To learn my teachings, I must first
Oh,
teach you how to
calm down.
learn.
You ever read this?
Sir, yes, sir.
To learn my teachings,
And we
I must
really
first
actually
teach you
need
how
to
to learn.
fix the...
So simple. Enlightenment.
Yeah, we need to do this.
Certainly. Indeed.
Not super efficient, but... Let's
Truly, there are no limits to human capacity.
see, what is this? 20% damage? We can take damage. We can take damage
Oh, yes.
all day long.
To learn
We
my
have
teachings,
so
I must
much
first
stuff.
teach you how
Let's
to
take
learn.
Damage. What do we draw?
The muse strikes.
4 aliens in the computer core. How much will that mess me up? It's action. Backup system. I need to remember to use the backup system. I can use alien trap. It's a little weird to use it this early. Yeah,
Right.
let's
To learn
do
my
this
teachings,
in
I
the
must
event that he needs
first
to
teach
cancel
you how to
something else.
Just
learn.
what the doctor ordered.
Eureka!
And we drew an orange. Very good. Okay.
I persist.
Warning. Multiple unauthorized teleport
Okay,
signals.
this is fine. We need to be shooting those torpedoes, though. It'd be a shame to build all these torpedoes and not actually use them. 20% damage we can take. Losing 2 skills, it depends. Blowing up this frigate is probably something we want to do.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Heal yourself.
Stand aside.
Medical officer. Please report to the infirmary.
A red.
I don't need a doctor, damn it. I am a doctor.
He could fire a torpedo, save it. Well, what I really want him to do is go draw a bunch of cards. Could have him move and fire a torpedo. Now, repairing the shields doesn't work like how it does with the science officer. With the science officer, when anyone researches an anomaly, she gets cards. With the tactical officer, she has to be the one who repairs the shields for her to get the cards. Do I want to cancel this? I mean, basically... Yeah. Yeah,
Deploying.
I'm gonna.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Stat! Just what the doctor ordered.
Internal sensors
So
recommend
it feels like a waste to use card now, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I have the. I have the
Time for a
soldier,
Hail
so I'm not
Mary.
too worried about this stuff. I really have to get to the computer core this turn. Normally it's not something I'm worried about, but I am in this regard.
Stand aside.
Oh, he could almost fix this, but he's not.
Cortical activity increasing.
Command is good. Engineering is good, and then we'll trade that engineering.
Can do. I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol.
And you might be thinking, oh, but the Admiral, he's going to get hosed now, right? No, the Admiral can use his
Just try
teleporter
to stay out of
to
trouble,
move somewhere
okay?
else. I might actually move to the med bay.
activate countermeasures to evade danger.
You'll take this ship when hell freezes over.
No, I wouldn't want to move him to the med bay in case something spawns onto him. I'd want to move him into a hallway, actually, which is a little weird. Just move the Admiral into a random hallway. Like, yep, I'm going to be doing my Admiralty stuff from this hallway. This is
All
my
hands
office
on deck.
now.
Stand by for action.
Yeah.
The teleporters are under my command.
Actually, I'll move you to the computer core.
Taking charge.
Yeah, this is
Beaming
better.
up.
Well, hold on, unless I want to fire a torpedo. I think I do.
The teleporters are under my command. Yes. Beaming up. Taking charge.
Yeah. Let's blow this guy up.
I'm a bit rusty.
'Cause I'm
but
gonna
I
want to
think
take
I can
damage.
remember the basics.
And so I want to minimize that damage so that I'm getting just as much damage as I'm healing with the tactical officer.
2. CP.
Okay, I'll use
The
this.
backbone of success is a solid plan.
I mean, I need to make it so at some point. Yeah, alright, I might as well get it now. Okay, I'm going to trade both of these to the... Yeah, to you, because what is this coming up? Oh, yeah, this one. This one.
Don't go bringing me another torn rotator cuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
It's gonna
commandeering
be
your
you
equipment.
who I need to do. And what?
Just what the doctor ordered.
Crew, report.
Sure.
Alert.
And I'm able to do that.
I'm
'cause it's used the
commandeering
comp
your
system
equipment.
For free, so now might be the time
Just what the
to
doctor
use
ordered.
that card, which gets new items. Maybe. We'll see.
Carry on.
I think I'll save, make it so for my final... Actually, no, I'll just use it now, so I don't forget. If you're trying to... Eventually they're going to add, like, a scoreboard, like leaderboards, and one of the ways to ensure that you are going to win and score a high amount of points is to save, make it so for your final repair, so that you basically do as much as you can, scoring as much points. Then when you get into a state where, oh, I know I am going to lose at the end of this turn, then you use make it so to win the game. None of that is in the game yet, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Do I want to go 1, 2, 3, teleport, repair? I think I do.
Detected. Research. Advised.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, and we'll move.
Can do.
Then we will repair.
Aye. One step closer to home.
Okay.
Jump for power.
One more.
80%.
There's a actually,
Actions extended.
this is super dumb.
Activate next crew member.
But there's a special line that you say when you're one away. So I'm going to use make it so
Nice
first.
strategy. You should get some.
Jump for power at 80%.
Okay.
Can do.
Then we do this, and then you'll get to hear his unique lines.
So close, I can almost taste it.
Jump for
Okay, we're almost there. What is another teleporting that needs doing? I guess sending you back? Well, no, not necessarily. You
Stand
need
aside.
to
Very
go
expensive.
I hate using this thing.
get rid of that thing that reduces action points.
allocation depleted.
That'll be important.
Phase to continue.
I think I will use extra set of tools. Oh wait, actually no, I'm gonna use backup system. Yeah, because he might draw
Strategy.
3 and then I
You
can
should
actually
get
win
some.
right now.
Zero.
No, he drew a bunch of science and stuff.
In phase to
Wait a minute,
Academics.
can I get...
Alert.
Oh, not quite. Ah! If this came out the turn before, then I could do it. Oh well. That's fine, that's fine.
Aye, that'll do for now.
And it's fine, because we drew things that weren't engineering, so that gets us to the engineering cards faster. There's a set number of each card in the deck, which they refer to as the data bank in this game, I think. Okay, well, this gets us to normal action points. The epidephrine upgrade. Of course, this is going to affect our action points even more if we have to kill this thing, so let's fire and blow it up before it comes out. 4 aliens in engineering. That will be a problem.
Shields up. Orange
But
alert.
I think the soldier can take care of that. Oh no, she can't.
Anomalous phenomena detected.
So I may have to give her a rifle and have her start kicking names and taking stuff. Okay, so if I move, fire a torpedo, blow this up.
Available.
Yeah, well,
build a
you lay
torpedo.
hands on one of them Mark 1.
Yeah.
Right there. Deploying.
Yeah. I really can't afford to start losing action point efficiency.
Launch a class 1 probe. Ooh, or a torpedo. Yeah, probably a torpedo.
Torpedo launched.
Okay, and then I think I want to build you a torpedo. Right? Yeah.
Certainly.
No. No, she has enough actions for her to trade for that.
Unknown
Yeah, let's
Right
build a
there.
torpedo.
on board.
Don't we
See, I'm
have
thinking-
robots for this kind of thing?
I'm thinking the scholar is going to have to be the person to clean out engineering.
Constructed.
Because the soldier won't be able to do it because it'll be at the end of her turn. But it's just, what? 1 to trade, 1 to move, 1 to shoot everybody. That's 3 actions. She's got plenty. So, always check your battle plans. Yeah, we're going to save maximum efficiency because we might need to use it to win.
In bay. To
And we're
Signing
saving
off.
the shield boost.
Stay frosty, people.
For if we actually really need it. Normally you use the shield boost right away because of the tactical officer. But I think it would be more interesting if, say, power drain kept you from being able to use it. Haha, an entire spaceship full of aliens, all dying in the vacuum of space. It makes a Quincy Morris just a happy, happy man. Okay. Do we even want to kill all of this?
Reporting for duty.
I think we do. Yeah, we do. Because we're probably going to use the card to give us our tools back, and that will give us the torch, which should be enough for the teleport chief to be able to do our final repair.
Like shooting fish in a
So
barrel.
we'll want to clean
Roger
that
that.
out. Do we want to fire a torpedo, or do we want to cancel? Let me see. Engineering siege. Oh yeah, we could just cancel this. Let's do that.
Aye.
I'm gonna trade from
I
you
need to check
because,
your
like,
loadout.
you have a bunch of stuff that isn't needed.
Thanks for the assist.
We'll build a torpedo.
Affirmative. The more of these we have, the more I get to fire.
Right.
Torpedo. Constructed.
All right. And then
Synthetic alcohol.
Battle plans available.
Right.
you're already there. You have what you need. Can't think what to do. Maybe I'll move the admiral. Yeah, I'll move
Very
the
well.
admiral.
Beaming up.
Get him back to safety.
0 action.
Standing down.
And we'll cancel the engineering siege, so we don't even have to worry about fighting him. It's only 1 card.
Strength
To
through
save,
superior
I think we calculated that would
firepower.
cost 3 actions. And start eating into our gear, which isn't actually a problem because... Well, no, it would be a problem. Normally I'd say it isn't a problem because we can get it back, but we wouldn't be discarding the rifle, we would only be flipping it over
Put
to
my
its
mind to the
partially
task.
used side. So...
Oh, yes.
To learn my
give you
teachings,
this,
I must
and then all you
first
need is
teach
a
you how to
torch.
learn.
Advise. Danger.
The muse strikes.
Yes, okay.
Will
Aye.
intensify.
To learn my teachings, I must first teach you how to
Trade
learn.
This. Do I want to grab the science? I might as well.
So simple.
It's not actually
Enlightenment.
efficient. Oh,
Y'all just
I don't
need
want to do that.
I see the truth.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
To learn my
of this
teachings, I must
character
first
is-
teach you how to learn.
So she
And a
can draw
chance you can beam
cards.
some of this junk into space.
Inspiration.
Okay, yeah, we might not even need the torch. In
To
fact, we
learn
don't.
my
Yeah,
teachings,
we don't even
I
need
must
the torch.
first teach you how to learn.
And a chance you can beam some of this junk into space.
The muse
I don't know if That's
strikes.
the line. Let's trade for the blue.
Oh, yes.
To learn my teachings, I must first teach. So simple.
Prevent some damage.
Enlightenment.
And it would make her discard cards anyway, so...
To encounter next.
Yeah.
Alert.
I
That works.
persist.
Override available. Activate countermeasures to evade danger.
Right.
A bird in the
Then
hand
we're going to start getting
is worth
into
2 in the bush.
red alerts. Red alerts are stupid. 40% damage to the shields, yeah. I mean, we can take that because, you know, things are going really good for us. But if we weren't doing really, really well, 40%
If we get
damage...
out of this alive,
well, some people
the
ain't into that.
cromulent ale is on me.
Okay.
Sure.
Anomalous phenomena.
Now, we're going to get rid of Curious Fatigue.
Well, how about that? It seems to respond to a tryptophan lysine distillate.
It'd be nice for you to get a blue. So let's try to dig for one, and in the event that we can't get one, we'll have...
Stand aside.
yeah, we'll have you give us yours.
Sure. Cortical
Didn't
activity
get
increasing.
blue, so we'll trade for it.
Taking charge.
I need 10 cc's of pseudocortipropanol. Staff. Just what the doctor ordered.
Don't want this. Yeah, and he'll get injured, which means we won't be able to. Yeah,
My
we
work
have to
here
cancel
is
this.
done.
Have
Just
to
try to
cancel
stay
this.
out of trouble,
What?
okay?
Override.
No question.
Activate countermeasures to evade danger.
You'll take this ship.
Now we're getting into the red alert, which I believe has its own special music for when you get into the red alerts.
Warning. Warning. Red alert.
All
Threat
right.
level at maximum.
And if you get all the way to the end of the red alerts, and you still haven't lost, you just lose. Okay, 6 aliens will appeal active. Oh, that's actually the least worst. The 6 aliens, because at this point there's no aliens on the board. I mean, if there were, you know, it would be a problem. But I feel like that should spawn 6 and injure you. It
What's the
seems really
situation? Report.
weak. All right.
Anomalous
I can use the
phenomena
battle plan.
detected. Research.
Time
Use
to
the
put
battle
the
plan to get me to
captain's plan in
100%
motion.
shields just to assert dominance. Which means no fires on the ship.
Shield at 100%.
Feels good. Do I get to look at the remaining... One plan remaining. Goodness, which one is it? Which one have I not used?
Logic.
I'm just gonna
Very well.
dig for blue.
Taking charge. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Well, no blue for me, so we're gonna take 40% shield damage.
Phase to encounter next. Alert. Actions extended.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to
Time
give
to
this
put the
game
captain's
the
plan in motion.
satisfaction of hitting me with a red alert. I'm gonna try to get that blue.
Yes.
Ha! Take that, game. No red
Right on.
alert for you today.
In phase to
There's also a mothership, or I think no, it's called like a dreadnought or something.
The aliens don't run this show. I do.
Oh, for canceling a red alert. Yeah, there's a that's the achievement. Oh yeah, this you lose. That's one of the reds.
Let's get beaming.
Which you can cancel, like any alert. Yeah, look at this.
What's the
core
sit rep,
jump core
man?
breach. The jump core will
I've
be
seen
destroyed
worse.
in the ship along with
No,
it.
wait.
research.
No.
Yeah, you lose.
This is, in fact, the worst mess I've ever seen.
Okay, I'm gonna just play this for the
Aye,
points, even though it doesn't
strategy.
matter.
You should get some.
You get points for playing these things. We're gonna come into port with all of our gear.
Anomalous
And
phenomena
yeah,
Can do.
that'll be it.
The jump core is back online. Punch it.
So I think this will be my new format, random and insane. It sort of forces me to play in ways and with characters that maybe I don't
Alrighty
always
then.
play. I'm gonna wait for the new patch with the new characters.
If we get out of
Play
this
more.
alive, the
But I wanted to play,
cromulent
and
ale
so
is
I did.
on me.
And
my
I
mind to
really
the
wanted to
task.
fix
In
that
position.
fast horses bug.
Deploying scanner.
That other game, for those of you who don't pay attention to
Hold it together, crew.
Those aliens picked the wrong ship to mess with.
In your face,
Yeah.
you spam pot.
we are
You've got a
100%
face.
shields, and we have 2 torpedoes. See, normally when you watch this, it's like, man, my torpedoes were offline and my shields were almost gone. How am I taking damage and firing torpedoes with all this stuff blown up? But this, I'm like, yeah, no, actually, I think the ship as I left it is able to do all this stuff.
You
The
lose,
torpedoes, its engines are fully online. It can take shield damage, so yeah. Not any anomalies that are wrecking
Your
things.
time has ended.
I mean, there's the strange energies one, but you know, just teleport around it.
destroyed.
Oh, and if
Let's exercise the better part of valor.
there happen to be aliens on the bridge when that final cinematic happens,
Just this once. Everybody lives.
oh, I guess that settles it. The other characters didn't die. It's just this is who
There's
happened
only
to
one
be on
way
the
to win the game
Wait,
of cat
not
and mouse.
everyone lives. The captain
and that's
died.
not to be the mouse.
What? You don't care about the captain, Scholar? Oh, everyone but the captain lives. Come on. Anyway, I was saying in the final cinematic, if there's aliens on the bridge, it actually shows the turret shooting them. Not like it's a separate clip, but it's just it's a fun little touch that I like. Yeah, what's up with that? I guess the Scholar really doesn't like the captain. Or was the Scholar the captain the whole time? The captain's not actually dead. The Scholar just puts her hood over her head. Ooh, Fleet Admiral. That's the highest rank. Fun. Well, that is the captain is dead. Hopefully this kind of gameplay will teach you guys a thing or two about the game. And if not, then, well, I guess I have failed as a human being. Godspeed?